All right, everybody, I am back with a rare second update for the day on this DC stuff. And this time it is for the DC EU, and it is related directly to the Snyderverse. If you couldn't tell by the thumbnail, yes, it is true. It is a fact now that James Gunn is not fully in charge of everything. I don't believe he is. And that Zack Snyder is going to be able to finish his story at some point. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen on the SnyderCon next week, at the end of next week. But here's what I will tell you. First of all, it has been confirmed that Gal Gadot is going to be there on Friday, and it's actually her birthday the day that they're going to be doing this event. There are several very credible people that have confirmed this. I've heard it from 3 to 4 different individuals, and it's probably going to be true. I know they're going to have some big guests down there, and I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to be there. Zack Snyder has this pull, especially with the people who work for him. They're very passionate about telling these stories, and they want to continue to tell their stories. And this interview that he did with the Russo brothers is fascinating. They have part 1 up and available to watch, and I'm going to have that link in this video. But there is a portion of this video where they're discussing, specifically, the whole discussion revolves around Zack Snyder's Justice League, the film itself. And Zack Snyder is kind of giving a little bit of details on the relationship between Batman, Lois, Superman, Lois. And the Russo brothers said, wow, I would love to see this on film. I would love to see the rest of the story. And Zack Snyder specifically said, one day. He didn't say, it's never going to happen, or yeah, that would be awesome. He said, one day. So what this tells me is Zack Snyder himself has not given up. That everything that is happening, there is still hope for it to return in the future. Now, you're going to have people say, it's never going to happen, you need to let it go. But you have to understand, Zack Snyder hasn't let it go. The actors have not let it go. So why should the fans let it go? Obviously, Zaslav has said that he has something, he has another plan if Gunn stuff doesn't do well. And Gunn has one opportunity with Superman. If Superman fails, I guarantee you Warner Brothers is going to cut and run if they don't get sold, next year. There's a lot of things in motion right now. Lots of things I will be covering over the next year, over the next 2 years. I'm here to stay, and I am going to be covering all of the DC and Warner Brothers related stuff going forward. So if you aren't already subscribed, you should subscribe. You should like this video, hit that notification bell, because I'm going to be bringing you all kinds of information going forward. But this is directly from the man himself. He has not given up. We shouldn't give up. And I can tell you that all the promotional materials for the SnyderCon is indicating that we need to be out there and louder than ever. If you go look at the t-shirts that are available and some of the other stuff that's being used to promote this, you got to remember Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca are the ones that greenlit this. You have Jim Lee doing the art for the shirt. And that's another thing. There's apparently some secret message in this shirt by Jim Lee that Zack Snyder does not want anybody talking about until the SnyderCon hits. And I'm going to be looking at this picture that Jim Lee did and see if I can kind of figure out what's going on. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen at the SnyderCon. But for the fans and those of us who want to see this story completed, this is a pretty big deal, and you can't deny that. All right, there's my second update for the day. I will be doing more updates as information gets released. I do appreciate the support. We'll see you on the next video.